and welcome back to my channel. My name is Giru if you're new here, and this is my Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc playthrough. If you need to catch up on the playthrough so far, I definitely recommend it because this is the finale episode! The penultimate, dude! Playlist will be linked in a card on this video, and you can check it out there. But if you are all caught up, then you will know that we are heading into our final class trial. We have done our final investigation. I'm like kind of still confused about what's going on, but one thing that is sticking with me is that when we were doing our final investigation, the measurements that were available for Mukuro were the exact same as the measurements for Junko. And the fact that Mukuro's body was covered in old scars, but according to the headmaster's account, she didn't have any scars on her when she came to the school, is making me think that Mukuro is not actually dead. She is the mastermind, and she tricked us into thinking that she was killed by either me or Kyoko. So I am really interested to see how this plays out. We're gonna go into the class trial. I don't know how long it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be a bit longer than the other class trial episodes. So buckle in. It's gonna be a nice feature film for you. So this is a perfect thing to put on while you're washing your dishes or playing Infinity Nikki or doing your Overwatch dailies. I hope you enjoy it. And don't forget, I am streaming this live on Twitch at twitch.tv/xgiru. I know I'm finishing the game right now, but I will be playing Danganronpa 2 in the future, and I'd love to have you over here. And without further ado, I think it's time. Let us commence. Okay. We're in our pre-trial prep.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule.
Oh, we're hopping right in. I decided fart juice would be the safe word because I don't have any reason to say that normally. Oh my god, QB. What? Oh my god. Horrifying mental image. Has one not had a little juice of the fart once in a while? Oh, sorry. I should have said been running cocks, Doroxo, and then it would have fit you. How are you, by the way, Fox? Welcome in. No? Okay, well, you haven't lived.
If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win! But if you can't, then I win!
I really don't think she's dead.
And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
Yay!
That's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not! Bears never go back on their word!
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person?
Hero's smartest question yet. Also, thank you for the streak, Fox. Dude, I'm so ass at Valorant.
Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me.
Oh, not quite, Hero.
Right, aren't I? I knew it.
Aww. Little himbo. Yasu himbo, dude. Oh, right into it. Guys, I didn't get the chance to look over all of the evidence, so this might go insanely messy. Also, Hudsonizer, thank you for 10 months. Not the weed paranoia.
I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense.
Did we all get... Hey, stop. Did we all get pictures that included everyone except us? So, like, did I get a picture that didn't include me, and they got pictures that didn't include them? That's what it's sounding like. Yeah, Hero's doing so good. Hi, clever guy. Hi, clever guy. Hi, clever guy. How are you doing? Happy Sunday.
How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence.
No, it's wrong. It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
We need to compare our photos.
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different.
Ah, she's not in hers.
You have, I'm in it.
So it was a ruse. He did doctor a photo.
That can't be right. Because in my picture... See? I'm the only one not.
Look at Sayaka. Wait, you can't see Junko's face in this picture either. Guys, I really hate how in Japan they make the girls wear literally the shortest shorts possible. I would be chafing like nobody's business. Also, look at Celeste in the background. she's like, no, I'm not running. I figured as much. In which case...
Zero, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
I fear it's not. This one too, it's just like I thought. Oh shit, I wanted to look at it closer.
The secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Could you see Junko's face in that one either?
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us. Huh? I laid a trap?
Oh my god, you freaking...
A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
I want to squish him. The proof I need to reveal Monokuma's trap. Each photo has a certain something in common. There's a connection regarding what person isn't shown in the group photos. That person is the ones who got the photos.
I got it! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing.
Okay, you can't see Junko's face there. You can't see it here.
She's the only one missing.
And you can't see it in this one either.
He's the only one missing.
Why would they doctor it that way? Also, look at Toko with her fucking tongue out. Wait, Sakura was grabbing his hair.
I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
You still can't see Junko's face.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Cam, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so sorry if you... if Junko is involved in the entire ruse, and I'm so sorry that you, pointed out the files, because I do not think I would be sus of it. At this point. I wouldn't have even looked at the report cards.
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah. I
But
thought-
they're not talking about Junko at all.
How was that a hint?
There might be more to this than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. Are we gonna talk about it now? What's digging at me?
Can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm sure there's something unusual about these group photos. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. I forgot to post on Blue Sky. Look at the picture. Everybody examine the pictures. Okay, now look at this one next. Hold on. Okay, this is kind of annoying. Okay, I posted on Blue Sky. Oh, I also have an ad starting in a couple minutes, and it's saying I can't snooze it. So if you're not subscribed, I'm so sorry. I'm not snoozing ads during the class trials because there's no point. There's something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down. Something. I know what it is.
Forget about the photo already. Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo.
Sure,
Still pissed
buddy.
about that.
Sure.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
I mean,
So you think they're fake?
they might not be fake. I think that maybe we just all took a picture and that's why we're not in them.
No. I assure you, they're quite real.
Because we had our memories erased, which means why, like, also explains all those photos that we saw after previous class trials. Where everybody was hanging out and we're friends.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah, I don't remember ever taking a picture like that, so it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
Is Makoto's voice actor, that one guy, Yuri? Is that his name? Yuri is a crazy name to have. The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. There might be some other reason. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. Oh, amnesia. Where the S at? Bro, what the hell? Give me the S.
Now I understand.
I wonder how we got amnesia.
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yes.
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
It's only natural that they would believe it. But no matter how much they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. Okay, lock in. There's another way to prove it besides those pictures. Oh, Bryce Pappenbrook. His voice? I wonder what else he did. What other roles did that person do? Oh my god, Monokuma Control Room, Interview DVD, Mukuro Ikusaba's profile, E-Master's Handbook, group photo.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
Okay, interview DVD.
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened. So we
Okay, I think I need to shoot that.
lost our memories.
It's totally stupid. Obviously.
There must be more evidence than those pictures that we lost our memories. It's the interview
Saying we all
DVD.
got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into...
I promise you, ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, he does the Aaron Yeager dub?
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
No, it's nothing like that.
My god.
If It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean
I mean all of us, including you.
you lie? I never did any kind of interview.
I love her spiky ponytail.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
Ooh, is this the rhythm
I
game?
didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here.
What?
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right?
Oh yeah, he probably wants to know more about the headmaster.
What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
You did too.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever?
Well, I mean, we don't know what's going on outside.
That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I think he has the best like stabs where he's like, "Oh my god!" He did a great
I
job.
know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed, we only have one path in front of us.
Then, we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all making my head hurt.
Heady hurdy.
This isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
How?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too.
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
How could someone just steal our memories?
It's like Eternal Sunshine.
How? Come, that hardly matters right now. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
But I want to know.
What matters is figuring out what memories you
Just like Eternal Sunshine. This is what happens in that movie, by the way. Spoilers.
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
You guys, I really have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Think really hard about what's going on. Daddy Phil came on, and I felt so much better. I literally just did. Why would you accuse me of not washing my hands after taking a massive shit? That's evil. Evil work, Cam. Don't put that emote in the chat. What if people think I really didn't wash my hands? Anyway, medicine hall. YouTube, I totally didn't just run away to take a giant shit. Post pooperoo. Do I take one of these? Only take on an empty stomach is crazy. I'm taking it right now. I washed my hands! Oh, I'm gonna kill him. I made him dinner. And this is how he repays me. Spreading lies and slander about me. Studio. You can't eat diarrhea medicine, isn't? It's not for cats. I washed my fucking hands, dude. I'm pissed off. Y'all are pissing me off. Apparently I do. A cat gogurt at a time like this? Oh my god, I'm never gonna finish the class trial. Between shitting and giving my cat a treat. You literally can't eat this. It's a pill. Stop climbing on me. Hold on. It's not for kitties, dude. Do you see him? He is Pavloved. Oh my god, I can't open the fucking thing. What the hell? Be careful. Want to go? No, I'm gonna finish it tonight. I'm gonna finish it tonight. Don't you worry. Hold on. I need to cut this open. Oh, my light bar died. What was it? Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my god. I'm not giving you a treat yet. Oh my god. I'm struggling to not poop my pants, buddy. That's actually not true, but I'm just taking this just in case. Because I don't want to run away. Nobody's judging me for opening this like I am, are you? I got it. It didn't go down. Okay. You can have one now. The weird thing about medicine is that it tastes sweet. You are bad! A bad lad. Look at this bad lad. Oh, you don't want to be held up? Oh my god, hold on, buddy. Chicken with cheese today. This is my cat Ozen. You can give him a cat treat with your channel points if you want. You should have done this while I was off screen and made Cam come in and do it. Exclamation point cats. Oh, too slow, too slow. It's okay, I'm feeding Ozenbot right now. Oh my god, slow down. You just sneezed. Crazy boy. My therapist has a mini claw machine to help me with remembering, motivating for my meds. Maybe that's the way to Pavlov. Wait, that's kind of awesome. It's funny because for me, I can barely hear the song. Oh, I think it just ended. Lol. Okay, swallowing break. I've given him one of these before, and then he ate it too fast and immediately just barfed, so... I swear we're gonna play the game eventually. How many minutes do y'all think it's been? Like 20? I don't know if I can fit my asthma inhaler inside a mini claw machine. Maybe just some single-use inhalers. My mom used to use those asthma medications that were the like purple circle where you like slide it open. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I haven't thought about that in a while. You don't know what I'm talking about? Chupa knows. I just have brown inhaler and blue inhaler. Oh god. Look it off the side. Look it off the side. There's some on the side. There's some. No, look. There's some on the side right here. Yeah. There you go. You're so cute. I know they did. Probably. I don't remember though. I'll have to look later. At the end of it. Okay, let me go wash my hand again. Since somebody, I won't name names, made me get cat. Okay, I'm back. Don't again in quotes me. It's time. No, and the hand sanitizer doesn't get the cat gogurt off my hand. Also, I don't have hand sanitizer at my desk. No. Okay, we're playing. Straight back into it. I'm sorry for the delay. I'm sorry. If you were here to watch Danganronpa, I'm sorry. But it's happening. Turn my headset back down.
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the close trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else?
I don't think anyone killed her. Me too, Madison. I was so hyped I pooped. So until we do that, well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. Okay, Monokuma Control Room, Mukuro Ikusaba's profile, and the Headmaster's E-Handbook.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here.
Coco, shut up.
The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
Does this work? Oh!
No, it's wrong.
I got it! Do I slam some money? Are you thinking about buying it, Fox?
There's no question that the mastermind is
Cam really
somewhere
likes it.
within the school.
But he is a Monster Hunter freak.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I
See?
found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time, so there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
I've been thinking about doing Monster Hunter Mondays with Cam eventually, since we've been doing Minecraft Mondays. I'm still doing Minecraft Monday, but eventually it'd be fun to do Monster Hunter Monday.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing gave me 16 participants, and the only people who took a single step in Hope's Peak are those 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
How'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me. I'm not the mastermind.
Well, it's not me.
I blame Makoto.
Of course you do, bitch.
What? Why me?
What?
Cuz it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Yeah, I was gonna say Roach Kim did the exact same thing the day that it came out. Wait, what do you mean, QV? Elaborate?
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Oh, that's funny, QV.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about? If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
Actually,
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Mukuro's actual cause of death must have been the other wounds.
All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago, so they can't possibly be what killed her.
Why not?
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days?
And the tarp that we found to cover her body was from the biolab, where all the dead bodies were.
That's true. Then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old. That doesn't make any sense.
It literally does, dumbass. Anyway, sorry, I hate Toko. Hi, rotten lady. Ooh, what kind of boba did you get?
Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
No, she didn't.
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know. You're wrong. She denied me before I could even say anything.
Dude, she's fucking crazy.
Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? That sounds really good. I love the cheese cream. Salted cheese. It's so good. It's her profile, right? Oh shit.
The ultimate soldier. She must have been in a
Hi, Switch.
battles. So when you think about it, obviously she got all those wounds in battle.
No, that's
Oh my god, I'm cooking right now. Knock on wood. That it stays that way.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing.
Why is it refreshing? Everyone has denied you completely this entire game.
Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Literally, I don't care.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school.
Anyway.
In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
I don't know. Maybe for the Gooners, Madison, but I'm not one of them.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Okay. Thanks for the tits, I guess.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant.
That was last night? That's crazy. I agree. I agree. When are we gonna point out that this assailant doesn't have nails on?
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her.
But it was.
So who was it that attacked you?
The identity of the one who attacked me. I can't think of anyone else. The mastermind.
The one who attacked
I have no idea, Moth.
true
Japan?
mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask,
It's not her! When are we gonna realize it's not her?
I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me, but I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
Who was her?
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
Maybe her stats? There's no way Mukuro is the one that attacked me. Why is everyone dumb? Unlike me. Mukuro had a very obvious Fenrir tattoo. Comparing that to the masked attacker, it should be obvious. Is it not her? What is Monokuma File 5? What does that say?
You never.
Okay, I feel like this isn't what I need, but it might be. Yeah, Madison, get into it. You never saw their face, right?
So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there is another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand?
Wait, shit.
Mi-
Okay, guys, I don't have the evidence in my truth bullets. Can I ask a fart juice question? Guys, my fart juice question is, was the tattoo on her right or left hand? Right hand? Okay, thank you. That's it.
Or perhaps the left foot.
Thank you.
Or could it be the hips?
The yips.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea.
Do I just
who was
shoot
under
the name?
mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
No! Fuck.
You're wrong. Even without
Oh no!
There's another
Dang it.
part of
Hold
the
on.
attacker we can use to- Oh,
Not this again.
Or the left hand?
Maybe the or perhaps or
I like his voice sped up. It's funny. Nice.
You never saw their face.
Okay, I gotta deflect 2 different white noises.
Who was under that mask? I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
No! I did it again!
you're wrong.
I should have just waited.
Part of the oh, is it the
Or the left hand?
No, I want this.
Maybe the
right or perhaps or
This is so embarrassing. I'm crashing out again. Live on stream.
you never saw their face, right?
No, I'm fine.
So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba. No, that's wrong.
Okay. I did it.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other but I
Oh,
saw
sorry.
the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I
So-
guess it wasn't her.
Who would have attacked me then?
That still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah, we were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you, but what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh, no snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Oh my god, is she gonna show us her hands?
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Before anyone could say anything. Aww. Kyoko was removing her gloves.
hands?
Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burned skin.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. Then she put her gloves back on. Damn.
My scars should suffice as proof.
Yeah, you did tell us that, Monokuma.
Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No! They also didn't have fake nails.
Not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours.
Oh my god, cancel Monokuma.
Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
I think that you don't think that.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
They're literally not.
It's true.
All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died. Who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
I'm trying to figure out, like, is he telling the truth about her being dead? Because we know how Junko was killed. Junko was killed with a bunch of, like, do you remember? It was like, I can't even remember what he said. It was something ridiculous and dramatic. Because Junko tried to, like, attack, Monokuma. I don't know why I forgot his name. Hold on. Junko tried to, like, attack him, and then he killed her because she tried to harm him. And he killed her by sending a bunch of spikes into her body from different angles. Yeah, it was like something spear. It was this really, like, silly, dramatic title for it. But oh, I wonder... Do you guys remember what it was? I wonder if that matters. Anyway, so he attacked her with those. And so she would have a bunch... Spears of Gungnir or something. Sounds eerily familiar to Fenrir is all I'll say. But he attacked her with a bunch of those, and so she was covered in a bunch of wounds. And so she was dead. And if the body was also covered in a bunch of wounds and had the same profile, like the same height and weight and stuff as Junko, then that could be Junko's body. So again, death could be faked. This is like the theory that I've been thinking about all night, or like since last stream.
She was being stored somewhere?
Did you guys not explore the school?
To hide a body here. To just store it somewhere?
There's only one place. Oh my god. I clicked. The kitchen!
Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue, so it's the perfect
The
place to hide
kitchen.
a body. And it
I'm sorry I keep clicking ahead too
Also
fast.
saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
and I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
The proof that shows the body was carried from the biolab to the garden. There's something that made its way from the biolab to the garden. Thanks for saying that twice. Where's the tarp? Wait. Oh, right here.
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something.
That's the one thing that I'm uncertain about Madison, is the tattoo. But that being said, like, if Mukuro faked her own death, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility that she would give a dead body a tattoo. Do you know what I mean?
I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
How did no one else?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
Why are you talking condescendingly in this moment? This is like the one moment where you shouldn't condescend to me, Byakuya.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact,
It
there's a
doesn't.
stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in.
Yeah, he's doing the thing, Madison, where however they say, they'll tell little girls that if a boy is bullying them, it's because they like her. He's doing that, but to Makoto.
Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Proof that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
An inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking about...
I can't hear you. La la
La la la la la. I like that soundbite.
Such a child. Oh,
Wait,
just ignore him.
can I play it again? I want to play it again. La 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 la. Can I get some la 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 la? Chat. I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking about?
By the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
What do you think? I'm talking about your family.
What are you talking about?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
What if that's my sister? Well, okay, that sounded stupid as hell. What if my sister is the mastermind? I don't know why she would be. I'm just making shit up.
So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
What if this person who is obviously illustrated as my sister is my sister? He does. I was thinking the same thing, Via.
Now, your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
This is not part of the case, Monokuma.
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, maybe, Run Lady, but I don't know. I don't know about all that. I don't want to get distracted. We're falling into Monokuma's trap. I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The inconsistency has to be the one area where the numbers just don't match up. Oh shit. Okay.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What do you want? Are you sure about this?
I'm getting dizzy.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this?
This is making me so dizzy.
I'm not listening.
What? Oh! Damn it! I didn't know I could switch it.
Are you sure about this? I'm not listening.
Is it Biolab secret? What is it? Oh, the lights! Damn it.
Are you sure about this?
Okay, it's the lights. That was really fucking annoying. I'm sorry.
This should prove it.
What if Kyoko's dad abandoned her because he had a new family with his son Makoto?
Talking about
That would be crazy.
lights.
What are you talking about? What about the light?
I'd love if she was my sister. She'd be a great sister.
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there.
Oh, and that would mean that I have detective blood in me too.
That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
I'm obsessed with them rephrasing things in this game, back to back.
I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in, and there were only 9.
Why does that matter?
True, Madison, true.
Give me the bite-sized version here, man.
9 lights doesn't make sense. The number of lights that should be on is 10 lights.
10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why? That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right. That's the key to solving this mystery. Sayaka died first. Junko was second. Everybody, look at how Junko died, everybody. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth. Safumi was seventh. Taka. Celeste was eighth. Sakura was ninth. And victim number 10 was Mukuro. Or was it?
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
Why would they do that?
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her.
We keep saying this like it's true.
Her body was left alone.
Then whose body disappeared?
No one's.
It may very well be.
Finally, we get to my theory.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies.
The ads are starting soon if you're watching on Twitch.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murderers?
The reason there are less bodies than murders, the explanation for more murders than victims. Why is that? What would it take for that to make sense? Only 9 murders took place. What? Is it? I have like no HP left. I hope I don't die. I guess the same person was killed twice.
What about if the same person was killed twice?
Were they actually killed twice though?
Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far, but one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
That's a really stupid answer. Did they come back to life?
Murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims.
This game is dumb as hell.
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
Diakia, you should know. You're the one who brought up the fucking
It
measurements.
was Mukuro, of course.
Huh?
Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba,
Oh.
she was killed as someone else.
As Junko?
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
What is going on?
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on!
Yeah, literally, Madison.
Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
It's
All you
Junko.
have to do is look at those bodily injuries.
It's been obvious the whole time.
Nothing's gonna become obvious because Kyoko's totally delusional.
Somebody's mad. I like his little step stool. It's Junko. Okay, we only have Monokuma file number 5, so it might be a contradiction one.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono?
No!
Junko Enoshima?
Oh.
Leon Kuwata?
No! I don't want that.
Hiro Fujisaki? Manda? Kiyotaki Fumi? Celestial? Or maybe...
Celestial whatever is crazy.
There's no way anyone was murdered twice!
I'm sorry, I'm dead at him calling her Celestia whatever. I don't want Leon.
That Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuwata? Chihiro Mondo Owa?
Watch this, watch this.
Kiyotaka Ishimaru?
Watch this.
Amara,
What's the next one?
Celestia, Lu, whatever. Or maybe
So funny.
Sakura Ogami. No, no, no. There's no way anyone was murdered.
No, it's wrong.
Celestia, Lu, whatever.
Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean?
Oh my god, the upskirt. Dude, I forgot about the fucking upskirt.
Remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body.
That's so good, QB.
When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
Similarities match? Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
so let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again.
I guess her face wasn't really shown in any of the pictures either, so is she like a fake persona? How would that work?
This time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... what does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9.
Bitch, I literally said that and you guys were like, no. Fuck off.
It means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive.
Okay, that's my first thought, but...
She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be.
Welcome back, Alfie. Well, now that Toko's saying it, I feel like I'm wrong.
Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
Mukuro alive? The one that's still alive is Mukuro? But can we really believe that? No, there's no way. There's no way Mukuro Ikusaba is still alive. Is it because of the tattoo? Her profile, we have the Monokuma file, and the fatal injury.
Found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her.
Thanks for watching the ads, everybody.
The mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Why can I shoot? For that to be true, then that couldn't have been her body we found in the garden. Is that really possible?
The body we found in the garden.
Yeah, because she didn't have a single scar. What do I shoot, though? What should I... Chat, no spoilers, so if you know the answer, don't tell me. But, like, if you don't know the answer, what would you shoot? I'm thinking because I can shoot wasn't Mukuro. Here, I can just let it play.
Then she's still alive?
But that's true, so it's not a contradiction.
Right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
No, I don't want the answer.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Like, do I shoot? I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna miss. I timed out.
The body we found in
I'm gonna try shooting.
Then she's still that's right.
Because nothing she's saying is wrong.
True identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Damn, that's not right.
Shoot!
The body you found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Wasn't Mukuro.
That's
Why do you know the ending, Alfie? What's the other thing?
so the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
You talked with Cam and Sparkly and they told you? That's lame as hell. I don't know what to shoot. Should I just lose? Oh, I wanted content warnings. Okay, that's fair, I guess.
It wasn't Mukuro.
Should I...
Still alive?
That's right.
She made it look like
Well, Cam's also a mod. Why can't he give content warnings? Tisk tisk.
The body you found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Am I supposed to shoot this? Oh, I figured it out with half a heart.
No, the body we found in the garden.
Wait, Cam's a mod?
That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her record.
Yeah, but they're consistent with Junko's too.
Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds.
Oh, 5'6".
Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Someone made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. There's only one person it could be. Me! Just kidding. It's Junko, but... So how did Junko stage it? I'm confused.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Wait, do you guys remember when I said she had, like, lasting through the whole game vibes?
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes. If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it. I gently place my hand on Junko's lifeless body. Look, she has the same boots and nails. Jazz, thank you for 3 months. I did check, absolutely, and I can say for sure.
There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
Yeah.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
Oh my god, was I right the first time? Thanks for the alert, Chris. I hope you had a good Detroit stream. How are you doing, Jazz? Boots with the fur? I didn't see any fur on them.
I know you gave it your best shot.
Did I just get a bad ending?
Too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud. Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Thank God. I didn't know who else I would have picked.
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Huh?
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
What was the measurement? The measurement for Mukuro was, she was 5'7". She was 5'7". 97 pounds. 31, 22, 32. And they said 5'6" in the dialogue, but she was 5'7", according to the profile. And you know who else is 5'7" in the profile? Oh, not Celeste, sorry. Wrong person. Not Celestia, whatever. You know who else is 5'7", 97 pounds, and 31-inch chest? Is Junko. Oh, what was it? But Chris did it! Oh my god, Chris, wait, your snatch? This is crazy. 21-inch waist? Yeah, it's bust, waist, and hips. Is that 3 measurements?
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
They're confusing me a lot right now. Chris, have you played this before, or are you trying to avoid spoilers?
Both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
How could Junko have survived? I checked her. She was dead, I'm sure of it. But still, if she were alive somehow, could it be that Junko's not the one that died? It wasn't Junko, but someone else entirely. Maybe she used some sort of trick. I don't know why they want Junko to be alive so bad. Some sort of trick? Disguise? What? Huh? This is so Wheel of Fortune, because I have no idea what this says. Oh, I can't check F2. How would she have faked it? You can tell? Give me a hint. Don't tell me what it is. Just give me a hint. Wig. I'm not gonna sit here and shoot the wrong letters. I don't want to waste my health. I hate when I can hear Cam type, but then I don't see a message from him in the chat. It's the opposite of remove. Oh, reproduce. What? Oh, replicate. Oh, replace? I don't know what the word is. No, I didn't mean to do... Are you fucking kidding me? I was trying to shoot the D. No, I give up. These are reproduced in the bad ending. Oh my god. Replaced. Why would Junko want to do that? I feel like I didn't know her well. Did I hang out with her at all? I should have. L? Alright, that's better. Replaced.
Now I understand.
That felt really random, you guys.
That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switch places?
How?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place.
How?
Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
How?
And that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
I don't believe this reasoning.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but... that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that?
when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
I know, right, Jess?
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
There has to be some way. I need to figure out how to explain how they could have switched. I mean, they probably switched at the beginning. If that's the case.
Two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met.
Yeah, because she wasn't in here.
If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right?
But did Junko have a tattoo on her hand?
After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So you're saying the Junko we first met was actually Mukuro all along?
I just don't believe this theory.
We'd already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was.
That's true. That's beautiful, Alfie.
So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished.
I don't like this theory.
Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time. But if she really did use foundation... Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro.
Guys, this is making me angry.
So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
I mean, obviously.
That's true. It was quite an elaborate plan, to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
But why would they kill one of each other?
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
So he still refuses to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter, because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. The first time was during our latest investigation. I almost presented that. During our latest investigation? What's this? I don't know what this is. It won't let me look at... Okay, that wasn't right. I don't know what it is. Should I try... He tried to hide Junko's identity not once, but twice. The first time was during our latest investigation. Was it just this? Okay. Fart juice, what is your idea, Madison? I'm confused. Oh, he did shut off the DVD player. We can try that. Oh, you were right, Madison.
While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our
So we didn't see Junko's video or the other one.
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
No, it wasn't a fluke. The mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. And that's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. The mastermind tried to cover up one other piece of evidence. I've got to reveal that. What's the other piece of evidence? Okay, well, I can do some shooting. I like when he went rawr. Keep doing that, buddy. I like that.
What do you want? What do you want? Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about?
No!
What do you want?
I'm so focused on the dots. Okay. Photo of Kyoko and the headmaster. Group photo. Group photo. Group photo.
This should prove it.
Oh! It's so hard.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
That's why he covered up her face.
Uh-oh. I noticed it just a little while ago. When we were all comparing the photos we got.
Wait, so it's gonna be Junko?
The photos, there's a certain similarity. An unusual circumstance.
Uh-oh.
What's so unusual about them?
The unusual circumstance common in all these pictures. So you can't see Junko's fucking face.
I got it. Junko's face. The one thing common.
Junko is Michi is crazy.
You can't see her face.
Hifumi looks really funny in that picture. Flung into the air.
It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible.
I think we have to change the timer.
So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko.
Wait, does Mukuro have... I can't tell if she has freckles or not.
Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
Wow, Junko the mastermind?
And she's the one behind this whole murderous
Why?
this killing game.
Models are crazy. Pretty privilege.
She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on! Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything. Right now.
Mr. Beast level shit is crazy. What if they were like, actually, the true culprit is Mr. Beast? Da, da. Da-da-ba. I don't know what to put there. They put Mukuro's body in the biolab. Is that... What is this? I don't know what that is. I think that's the trash incinerator. This is you catching Junko. I'm confused. No, we found it. You put the mask on her. Take the mask off. It explodes. Look at the evil little person there. Okay, so let me look through this again. Danganronpa gives us Squid Games before Squid Game was even a thing. I know. Whoa, do you think she was televising all this just so she could get more followers on Instagram? Oh yeah, you get the body. You lay the body out with the tarp. Okay, that makes sense. Kyoko catches you trying to kill me. Knife. Kyoko stops you. Let's try this.
The killer is you.
I might murder for Insta followers. I'm just kidding.
We met the ultimate fashionista.
I know you would, Alfie.
Right after we all arrived.
Alfie gets mad if you're following him on Instagram and you don't follow his or like his new post. He says, you guys didn't like my post.
The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko and Oshima.
No freaking way, dude. I thought that said pleek.
Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile,
Okay, this was the part I was uncertain about.
I think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
I didn't lay my reasoning right. What is this then? You grabbed the knife? Is that what happened? And then you saw it? Is that it?
Here's exactly what happened. Meanwhile, she wanted us.
Oh, okay. What? This has to be like this, then.
The killer is you. Meanwhile,
I'm confused. Is this right? Okay, I didn't know what was happening at this.
put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body.
I like how they draw the mastermind. It's very creepy.
It's all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
I can't believe that didn't kill Toko.
Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence.
That's what I imagine Ava looks like IRL. Yeah,
She needed
creepy
to
as
hide the
hell.
body's true identity.
I guess so. She's got the power of horniness on her side, I think.
She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder, and the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma. The real Junko Enoshima.
Just went to the store and bought sunflower seeds that don't piss me off. Wait, okay, so this is like my influencer era then, because you still bought sunflower seeds. Seed? Congratulations. The only thing about those, I feel like I just eat them, like I can eat them real fast, like a little freak, a little hamster. I hope you enjoyed them though.
That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
I want her to come storming out.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding? Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over?
Yeah, it's like a horse.
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
You gonna blow up? The ultimate despair! I liked your redder with freckles. Yeah, halfway point for sure.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
Why does she sound like that? Not the Downton Abbey.
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world.
Why does she sound old? This just ruined the whole game.
We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Well, I'm gonna hit OK and see what happens.
Oh, did you think I was being serious?
Oh my god, thank god.
Messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
But now she sounds like AI. This is the mastermind? She's the real Junko Enoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day.
Exactly, Moth. She does sound really bored, but I mean,
It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
I said this. At the start of this game, I theorized. I was like, what if they're in purgatory?
Face. Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
Well, she sounds fake as hell. I don't like either voice acting.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen her somewhere. Oh my god, I'm dying. It was before arriving at school. She's a model.
That's right. It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing the magazine cover.
That's what got spoiled for you? That sucks, Madison.
And you were on it.
Oh my god, right. And then we had that conversation with, I guess, Mukuro instead of her. And we were like, oh, but what about your freckles? And Mukuro said, oh, Photoshop.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began.
Edited to Helen back. Wow.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
Why, like, how did she voice Monokuma? How did that come about? Because they're very opposite in intonation. She sounds like me when my social battery dies.
Explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
Oh my god, really? The whole time, Madison?
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist.
That's a crazy thing to say, babe.
Not even if they're twins.
They're twins?
I know. It's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it.
Why does a voice actor's voice sound different? A mystery we may never solve. No, I'm saying, like, the lore between... I guess it's, like, because she's so monotone, it makes sense that she would make her disguise very, like, animated in their timbre. Because, like, Monokuma's like... And she's like... Yeah, it's so cliche.
So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship.
This feels unnecessary.
The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute.
Good noise gate. Okay, finally. Thank you, babe.
Together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the ultimate despair!
Okay, that was kind of cringe.
She's a totally different person now.
I feel like they weren't. I don't know if it'll update her report card if I do this. No. They weren't always bears.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself. But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit?
She's giving, guys, she's giving Chloe from Life is Strange right now.
Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
Me when I learned the word fuck for the first time. Oh my god.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
Yeah, there's like it slips up where the voice actor is trying to sound gangster and it sounds really cringe.
Reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if.
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
What the fuck is happening in here on this day? When did she go do her hair?
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes.
The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties.
Wait, that's so efficient, Fox. I wish lass. Okay, if you're new here, ignore everyone saying I don't wash my hands.
Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school.
Stop putting that emote in the chat.
I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way.
I said stop.
Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with.
Liz, erase that.
Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the three atrocities.
Oh, I didn't BTTV.
Rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive.
That's how I feel about you right now, chatters.
It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society.
That's misinformation.
Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
I think she's a lot of internalized misogyny, rotten lady. Why are you canceling me? I didn't do anything. I was thinking about during the trial, and if the mastermind was controlling Monokuma and Monokuma oversaw each trial, then it could only be the students who weren't present for any trial, which would be Sayaka and Junko. That's a good point, actually, Madison. I didn't even think of that.
And that's why you switched identities?
Madison is kind of giving Kyoko Kirigiri.
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause.
Can you put your tits away?
She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines.
Not to like body check you or body shame you in high school. I know that's like really traumatic, but like now's not the time.
Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away.
I don't know. She's doing a lot of switch up. No heart. Okay.
Which is
That's fine.
precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
I'm sorry for dress coding her, but like she's literally got the bazongas out.
Can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal, just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
Oh, that's sad. This wasn't supposed to happen.
So you figured it out?
That's devious as hell, girl.
Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance.
I need her to go back to like
But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
the one after the British accent. I need back.
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary.
Is this worse or better than Toko whenever she gets really horny? Maybe Via, but I feel like that might not be the point of like her character. I think her character is just supposed to be crazy.
We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair.
Isn't it crazy that Moth, you just typed the sentence Toko is tolerable after like that's crazy. I never in a million years would I thought that would have been typed in my chat.
So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill.
Wait, I think I didn't internalize something. We were the ultimate despair, so we never had any kind of hope. Why?
We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret. murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
That's not true at all.
Okay, this is better.
We were twins. How could I not be sad?
Oh, mushrooms!
That's why it gets me so excited.
Okay, never mind. She's horny. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you again for the raid, Larry. Everybody go follow Coochie Crumby.
Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it.
I don't know what's going on.
It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that.
I love horny ennui. What is that? Horn ennui? Horn ennui! Because we have super, super, super despair. I like when they spin us around like that. It's like a little roller coaster. I do like her better than Toko Madison.
Super, 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 super despair.
Exactly.
It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
That's you guys.
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair.
Hella despair, Chloe. Can you guys, that's really quiet for me.
After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic.
Why are they doing exactly what we did by comparing the two of them?
I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
This is how I feel about myself. Wait, can you guys put, hold on, I'm gonna say this and can somebody put it in the quote bot? Okay, ready? It's not gonna be Alfie because Alfie hates the quote bot. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human. Obviously. Guys, I only have like 5 quotes. Throxo, you can't even. You're not even a VIP. Oh my god.
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
But watch, I bet if I said, oh, never mind. Thank you. Thank you. I almost dug myself a hole there. That would have been too meme to get out of. Thank you, QB.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Shut up.
Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow!
Excuse me?
You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start floating!
Why does she sound exactly like Jill? She sounds like Chie, but...
Straight. That's exactly what we're going to do.
Damn straight!
Solve all these mysteries.
No, she didn't always have the bear clips, Chupa.
And then we'll have our victory.
I can't wait!
Alright, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
Well, Junko always has, but like fake Junko didn't always have the bear clips. Yeah. Her twin sister and her switched places, and her twin sister didn't wear bear clips. Well, okay, Mukuro didn't, but that... I know how to explain things.
And those interviews? It must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrancing exams.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges. hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Guys, I miss Chie. Would you guys be mad at me if I replayed Persona 4? I'm not going to, but I miss Chie. Okay, thinking back to what Monokuma's told us, the memories that were stolen from us and what they must be related to. Guys, that wasn't right.
Shoot.
I don't care that I embarrassed myself. Okay. The memories were stolen, what they must be related to. The motives?
I got it.
I don't know what that means.
You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
I should put Balchi in BTTV.
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Theme?
I forgot about the motives.
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
I don't, Rotten Lady. The theme for the motive Monokuma gave us for the first murder. Monokuma gave us those DVDs. Mine was footage of my family. Sayaka was her and her friends. So for the first murder, the motive was human connections.
The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Hi, Arissa. 100 beans! 100 beans!
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family.
I think it's just 100. Yeah.
For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill.
Reel it in, Kim. You don't even have 100 beans. Don't even try 1,000
But
beans.
still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it.
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay, time for the next question.
Okay.
So, what was the theme for the second motive?
For the second motive, murder, the motive's theme was, that was when we got those weird envelopes from Monokuma. Mine mentioned how I used to wet the pen. So the theme was, the past.
It was our past.
Drive safe, wifey.
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah!
That gave me pain.
The whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
We got a real pisser in our midst.
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question.
That one was money.
What was the motive for the third murder?
She wanted to buy a European castle and live there with a bunch of handsome men. So that time the murder was greed.
It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again! Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go.
It was a lot of money.
Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
The motive in the case of Sakura's death, what was it that made Sakura decide to do that? It had to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secret. So the theme of the motive in the fourth case, was it secrets or was it betrayal? Or was it blackmail?
Shoot.
Okay, so it's probably betrayal. Is it? I don't know. I might end up clicking all of them, so I'm sorry. Okay, thank God.
In her case, it was betrayal.
This game is like if they made a children's game, but for adults. I don't even know how to interpret that.
Precisely. You see...
once I revealed Sakura's betrayal. That led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway, it looks like you answered all of
Hi,
my
Owl.
questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal?
This one is like, oh, do you just mean everybody speaks like they're in a children's show?
These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world.
There you go, Rotten Lady.
In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment.
I like the crown too.
And that nourishment is
Oh.
hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
Welcome back, Queen Liz is
If
crazy.
you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
That means something really bad happened to us beforehand.
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway.
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
Okay, will you tell me how you took them?
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
I literally can't unhear Chie.
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What is going on outside?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair.
This is definitely Chie. I think it's the same voice actor as Jill too.
I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow.
The crown one does not sound like a fake 70s Midwestern TV voice. Dutch person.
So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Oh, Mid-Atlantic? Maybe I could see that. Midwestern, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, bud?
Then hurry up and tell us. Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
Was there, like, a apocalypse? The outside world?
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I wanna see too.
Yeah, that's the vibe that I got when we watched those videos,
Your
Madison.
faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame.
I'm nervous. What are we gonna see?
Behold, the world beyond the school walls. This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
Yeah, I should add an effect like that. What the hell? 9/11? Why does everyone have a Monokuma mask? Never forget, dude. Monokuma did 9/11.
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
Why do they all have masks?
What are you talking about?
A second Monokuma has hit the stream is crazy, dude.
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
Not the great Monokuma crash of 2008.
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
I feel like this is select footage. We should recognize it? What about it should we recognize? This whole thing is insane.
The world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Oh, sorry for cracking my knuckles on the mic.
Better kick your brain in the ass, cause it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember. Ain't a fucking excuse no more. Cause now it's time
Was it good?
for the final class trial.
Again? Oh my god. Alright.
Come on, bitches. Remember or die.
I have way less time, so it won't be as long.
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing.
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything. This is the end for all of us. What other choice do we have?
If I can't remember, is it all over? I mean, how can she show me something so completely incomprehensible and then just say remember? Every single one of us has lost our memory. It really is hopeless after all. No, wait. There's a chance she hasn't forgotten.
Come on, bitches. Remember or die. What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that
Oh my
crazy,
God.
confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing.
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything.
Wait. Oh.
The end for all of us. What other choice do we have? Come on, bitches. Remember or die. What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you...
I don't understand. What's the meaning? Is this another one of...
I mean, what am I supposed
Nobody can remember anything.
No, that's wrong.
Jack, come through!
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other token. Genocide Jack. The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
I feel anxious right now.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her?
Yes.
No, absolutely not. That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
That was easy.
Me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer. Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately.
Jesus
Do
Christ.
you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice
She is giving Harley Quinn, isn't she?
That's enough. Just look at the stupid screen.
Aye, aye. Roger, you got it, Captain.
No way.
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but of course it does!
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
Yay!
So you did lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier?
Because she's a freak.
I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know?
True.
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
A tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening, but it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
What?
Why is that phrase coming up now?
I know, right, Madison?
Because it's all because of that event.
It's Cam's favorite character. I hope that doesn't say anything about me.
What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
And yet she's still less annoying than Junko. No.
Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it.
Oh my god, Deruxo.
I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And as a result, in basically no time flat, the world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics.
Oh my god.
Miss Morose saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
Because she forgot.
Already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
Dude, we hate her.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is the true tragedy!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means.
What?
Everything serves the outcome. In other words,
That is a really... anytime someone says the end justifies the means, I'm like, dog whistle.
the world has ended. That's the important thing.
The world is over.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Yeah!
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous. I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Togami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
Oh my god.
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Cake mentioned?
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Ooh, I'm not sure, you guys. Do y'all think the Togami family fell? The Togami family could also have fallen. Or do you think the Togami family fell? Which one? Don't get the bad ending. Really? You guys think that? I don't know. I'm a little skeptical. I don't know.
Correct. Well done, peasant.
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it. Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
But do you think it might be a disease?
Whiplash.
Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, you're a nobody.
Confirmed that the entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Tagami name has perished.
This is the happiest ending I could get.
Stop with these idiotic jokes.
Stop! And so with such authority, a peasant would dare challenge us, the avatar of divine punishment?
I was gonna say no tism to Nepo, but then I was like, that just sounds like no. That just sounds like I'm trying to say he can't get autism.
You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
They couldn't possibly be gone. The Togami family is destined to guide the world.
Ha 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 ha! No, they can't. They're dead.
There is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh my god.
That don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago. If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Did they just plant false memories? This is the part I still don't understand how they took our memories.
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
So, okay, so also there was the morgue where we like cryoed in the morgue.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened.
Oh no, rotten lady.
Right? Huh? 2 years ago? Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Wait, what? 2 years ago? What is that?
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth.
Can I be honest? I'm so glad this part has been voice acted the entire time. I would be so tired of reading.
And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God.
Not you saying they reached Unk status and don't even remember it. I'm dead.
You must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right? What are the memories I took from you?
Now, answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
He needs a nap. Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. The memories that were stolen from us. If what Junko says is true, if we first came here 2 years ago, but the rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so, the memories she took from us were our life at Hope's Peak. Obviously.
Accept that what you say is true. Then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
Damn.
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy.
So I assume the first year was normal, and then a year ago was when the tragedy happened. But what happened in between then and now?
And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life.
Do you guys ever think about having amnesia that long? Like if you were in a coma or something? Does that ever scare you?
That's not possible.
Maybe not amnesia, but just like if you... Well, maybe amnesia. Wouldn't it be so trippy? It would feel like you were constantly being gaslit. Wait, what did I say? I said I want to think that too. I don't want to believe it, but that's nothing but our desire. Kem would say no. I'm more afraid of all the memories I lose just on the daily. Me forgetting about Bellatra would be sick. I don't want to believe. I want it to be impossible. But if it's the truth, then we have to accept it. Yeah, I have the pocketbook and the notebook. Those are probably what we're gonna use.
I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no!
Oh my god, Moth.
Impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything. Heck, I've never even gone to a single class.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. I have your notebook.
Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why is my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No way!
I want to know how we lost our memories. I'm bored of this part.
But somehow,
Sorry.
forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hero, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here! Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right?
My friends are right there. I love that you can see the shadow of Toko's tongue.
And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago.
Thank you, Alfie.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down.
Welcome back, Arissa.
You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Oh, the music cut out. It's crazy. It's so crazy.
Actually, never mind.
Oh my god.
Explaining stuff is boring.
What?
They were what?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
Junko's Michi.
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Where our memories come apart. Is she talking about the moment where we must have lost our memories? I can only think of one time. Just after I set foot in the main hall for the first time. And that was when I fainted.
The moment I lost my memories.
I'm doing pretty good, Arissa. I hope you're doing well.
First came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall. When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
I want to grab his hair that's sticking out of the top.
But instead,
Why is Nightbot British? Because it just blocked the term little shag. Oh my god.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
Because if you shag someone in British, that means you have sex with them. So it sounds like you were like, I got a little shag, like I had a little sex. But you actually just got a haircut. Nightbot doesn't know you at all.
You got it, honey. 2 years of memories? Gone.
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time.
Normalized shagging is crazy.
Unaware of this,
I think it's pretty
you
normal.
took the time to introduce yourselves to each other.
But by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together.
Hi. We have a visitor.
That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and it
Oh,
was
shit,
all
sorry.
so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this.
I love you all so much.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
What's happening, babe?
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
The ultimate despair? All mankind?
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity.
Everything turned into a fucking bear.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Oh my god, listen.
All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
You're such a star. Do you like the game?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
It seemed like the Purge Monokuma's version happened. That's what it looks like.
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing.
Oh god.
Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon.
Oh my god, the game has a moral of the story, and it's to not give in to despair. Because this will happen.
Everyone is capable of it, and now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Don't despair.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then, something super neat happened. Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once.
She's only gonna say it once, Ozen. Pay attention.
So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived,
Look.
Hope's Peak was transformed transformed into a shelter.
Did you hear that?
That's right. It was transformed into a shelter.
Look.
I said it twice.
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that might have been?
The headmaster.
I got it! Could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us.
Are you bored? He just yawned.
To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside.
Are you showing them your butthole? That's crazy, dude.
That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake.
Because we got trapped here with you two. Ooh.
It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea.
This art is really cool. He did have a little bit of an idea. Wasn't this cool?
He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair.
I really like this art. It's cool.
I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits.
Why are you trying to play with scissors, Ozen?
Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work.
Dude, the lore dump is crazy right now.
And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
What if they took our memories with a science lab machine? Madison, true.
Let us live so we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
The air purifier.
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why I...
Well, why don't you tell me?
What the mastermind did to show everyone in the outside world. That was... the TV show. Hijack. Get out of the way.
Now I understand.
Hi. Hi.
You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves.
Guys, it's like we're watching 3 movies in a row right now.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Hi, Nintendo gamer.
To show the world the murders taking place at this school. which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another.
Yeah, but if we don't kill each other now, wouldn't it prove to the world that there is still hope?
Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Aww.
Are you serious?
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
She's fucking crazy, dude. I knew this, but damn.
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right?
Sorry, she's got the shivers.
Give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
Yeah!
There's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
No.
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now.
Right fucking now. Truth. Full of despair. That's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other for nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
Guys, what is this a metaphor for? Metaphor! Refantagio.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
We get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already.
Honestly, yeah, I'm kind of tired of her speech. They were classmates. Me too, Alfie. They gotta put Stroll in this game, and then I'll perk right back up.
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it.
Is it too late to ask what Danganronpa is? Actually, I don't know what Danganronpa means. If it's just like a made-up word. So, maybe not. Hi, by the way, Jake. How are you?
No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Just to catch you up on all the Danganronpa spoilers. The world ended, and we've been killing each other for no reason. Because our memories were erased, and we were tricked into killing each other. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I know. Just an average Sunday evening, though, so whatever. How are you?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like.
Truth bullets. Ooh, rotten lady.
But there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart. but I haven't seen it for myself.
Hi, Xander.
So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another.
Do you think Xander would be able to hang in this situation, Jake?
In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying?
Schrodinger's Xander. I don't know what Schrodinger's cat means.
If so, what then?
Is it like the cat in the box, and if it like is in the box, it doesn't exist or something?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself?
Yeah, for sure, Jake. What do you think you would do? It's both dead and alive. Wow, everybody knew. Thank you. Oh, you can't confirm life or death. Sleep, probably? I think that's the move. Just like find a little hole and sleep there. Thank you for shouting out Jake, by the way. Jake's a very funny guy. Playing Persona 5 right now.
Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all gunners for sure.
I read that as Gooners.
Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you.
I love his little voice. He's so silly.
For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
You're the ones who killed them.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
You did. You killed the people outside and you killed your sister.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple. You stole our memories. Invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner.
Not you asking your sister if you would kill for Instagram followers. Guys, do you remember when I said, do you think she staged this all so she could get more Instagram followers? But it was actually so she could bring the destruction of the world. They put... No weighing. They put Makoto from Persona 5 into Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. That's crazy.
It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh?
Same difference, you guys.
But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to
Sparkly!
close soon.
Sparkle, you made it for the end. She isn't Mr. Beast. She's like anti-Mr. Beast. Like Beast philanthropy, but like, what's the opposite of philanthropy? Beast crime, I guess. Maybe actually just Beast games. Excuse you, I think you mean they put my girlfriend Makoto from Persona 5 in Danganronpa. Nobody say any Persona 5 spoilers. Jake, how far are you in Makoto's like, I can't remember when you learn a fact about Makoto, but I think that you've learned it. Every Instagram influencer is one circumstance away from wanting the most evil outcomes possible. I think it's true for Twitch streamers too. Thank you for shouting out Sparkly Kiss. All she can give is love. Beast crime. Mr. Beast in 50 years creating despair so he can cure it. Oh, true. Junko is a Squid Game show Jimmy Beast wished he had. That's true. Actually, I think Moth is so truing right now. You say in 50 years, Moth, but like he literally has done this before. He literally did it in Beast games. I did one more day to max out Makoto, and then everyone became insufferable. Cop Makoto! Makoto! Dude, it's so disappointing. It's so disappointing. She's just confused. It's okay, I told myself the same thing. Wait, can somebody find the TikTok of me reacting? Actually, I'll do it right now. Let's take just a short break before we finally finish the game. Sparkly, this shit has been crazy. Okay, I just typed tick into the search bar, so that'll definitely take me somewhere. It said, your connection is not private, so that's a warning if I ever saw one. Junko is waiting. Oh, I'm not even logged into TikTok on my computer. I gotta search myself up. She can wait, okay? She can fucking wait. I'm scrolling back. Okay. That's Persona 3 era. Is this Persona 3 era? No, this is Persona 5. Okay. Oh, I found it. Just right quick.
I didn't have a clear vision of what that meant. I was lost in life. But thanks to you, I finally come to realize it. My dream is to become a police commissioner.
Why does this always happen to me? Why do I always fall for the cops of the game? This happened in a different game with a different character that I won't say because I don't know if you've played it. This happened with GA too. I was like, oh, well, I just said it, so great. All right, well. I didn't even get to max out Haru's Link when I played Persona 5. It's kind of fucked up. Okay, perfect. Don't go back. The crash out was real as hell. I wonder what Haru's romance would have been like. I think the person that I romanced in Persona 5 was the, well, I don't know. You've probably met her, but she was the person that I wanted to romance first. And then chat basically made me romance everyone else. No, I didn't romance Kawakami because I'm not a fucking pervert. Like somebody in the chat. Claire, why was Kawakami your sleeper agent? Yeah, send him to prison. Yes. Don't say anything else, okay? Yes, I did romance Hifumi. She was my first pick. I arrived slightly before that. Sure, Claire, sure. Oh, guys, go follow Captain Claire, too. Go. Claire started streaming recently as well. I think she's gonna get affiliate soon. Claire moats. Hifumi Togo is the best of all the girlies. Claiming? You liked Kawakami? DPMO, babes. DPMO. What date are you on in Persona 5? Chat, please do not talk about Persona 5 spoilers because there's people in here who haven't played it or are currently playing it, so. I want to have Claire emotes. 3 more days? Okay, everybody go follow Claire and watch her streams. Thank you. Kawakami drives me insane. The end of September? Okay. I like asking that as if I remember what happens at any date. I don't. I really don't. Do you know how often I looked at the calendar in Persona? Never. It was like, oh, I have this many days left. I never associated like an arc with a date. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna play the game again. Junko's waiting. Junko's waiting.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did you?
Oh, so we just vote for Junko.
And also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair.
Oh my god, true Sparkly.
I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
What is she talking about?
It's just one person?
Can I do the Junko poses? Yeah, I should try to, huh? I could.
I won't be voting, of course.
Oh, it's gonna be Mamadakuma.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this.
Oh god.
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
I'm sorry, that's literally so funny. I'm so sorry, but like... I can just imagine this being a screenshot on Twitter. Oh my god. Nobody kill yourself, Queen. You're so sexy.
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win, to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
Your punishment. What?
You mean we just...
We'd have to just live here?
Yeah, and then we can all get one person pregnant, like in that one photo, like a fucking freak show.
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists.
Yeah, that sounds really
You'll likely
cursed.
be dead within a day.
What I just said sounds really cursed if you didn't watch the last stream.
What are you saying?
Or the stream before last.
What? We're doomed.
Wait a sec. I just got hit with an inspiration bomb. Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all. So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment.
I really want to watch that.
What? You can't just...
I really want to watch that.
You mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down.
Guys, can we please watch the super insane instant punishment?
Makoto, you're up.
Me? Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I
Needs. Okay, reel it in, Junko.
This clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me? But that's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished?
I think Toko died in that reality, Rotten Lady.
Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Okay, I have a fart juice question, Cam. When I'm faced with this decision, will I easily be able to see the alternative decision? Or Sparkly? Either one of you. Fart juice is my new safe word, by the way. Garunko Inugamesh acting
I
this.
typed yes to answer that, I think.
Okay, so I'll be able to see both easily. I didn't know that your first fart juices.
No, you asked, can I ask this question? I said yes.
Okay, but can you answer my question?
Well, I didn't hear the question.
If I pick one ending, will I be able to see the other ending easily? Like, will it rewind me like it did with the other time, or is it a commitment?
Just keep going.
Okay. I have a fart juice question. Is it normal? Should I be worried? Sparkly said I can see it all. Guys?
So beautiful. Your lovely faces, irradiated by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
I like when they go dead face like that. It's so funny.
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with.
It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end.
Your stupid hope.
This is crazy. I've never seen anything about Danganronpa. Well, have fun playing the first game if you ever do. I know the sudden silence is really effective.
And your stupid life.
The stupid hoe. The final vote. This is it. The ultimate confrontation. Wow. Cam permitted the term stupid hoe. Kind of misogynistic. Unless we're talking about the hoes in the garden shit. You got on it twice. I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. I have to convince them not to give up. To live in despair. It's really not living at all. Oh, we have to fucking yap again? I don't care. Oh my god.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die...
This has 23 minutes also, which is really upsetting to me.
That would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy. By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Oh my god, is it really an air purifier?
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt.
Why?
In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end. Meh. All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting. So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
There's no hope left in the world. When you sleep, it's on a bed of despair. The world is in despair. You are in despair. If I don't do something, everybody's gonna consume by despair. You can claim there's no hope left in the world, but if despair is contagious like you say, so is hope. I'll use my own hope to plant seeds of hope inside everyone else. Ew.
We won't give up.
Alright, let me suck up the hope.
There's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to
I had a feeling that's what they were gonna have us do.
that would be the end.
Don't lose hope now.
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place.
Makoto, you can't just plant your seeds? I mean, that's what they did in the alternate ending. Get hoped!
But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we? I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me. So that's why. That's why. No matter what, I need to get out of here.
Hell yeah!
The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end. By the way, the air outside, the only reason is thanks to the air.
There's no white noise now. This is like when you finish a... Never mind.
I've been thinking about all this, and I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do?
My game is frozen? That was really scary.
Stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm.
Yeah, I'm like cutting myself off from giving spoilers for other games now.
That sounds like something she'd say, right?
She would!
I think that's definitely what she'd say.
Sakura. Were we able to snooze the ad? I hope so.
Which is why I've made up my mind.
Sakura, Hina, her lesbian lover.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end. By the way, the only reason we're up is thanks to the say whatever you want. I've made my decision. If I die, in other words, The communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Come on, Jill.
Don't lose hope now.
How will you kill more small boys?
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were
Oh,
to die,
okay, thank God.
That would be the end. By the way, the only reason is thanks to the say whatever you want if I die. In other words, the communal life you've all been. I can keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
Ah, hell no! Oh, wait. All right.
you'll have to go into the world outside. where
Who's
only
next?
Death and despair are waiting.
Byakuya. How did I miss? No! God damn it! I fucked up. I missed. Okay.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Oh my God. Oh no!
That would be the end of Hope's Peak.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the say whatever you want if I die. In other words, the communal life you've all. I can keep on living. All of you will have to go into the world outside. So, will you just die?
Okay, it's fine. I got it.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end. By the way, the only reason is thanks to the say whatever.
Okay, blah, blah, blah.
In other words, as soon as I die,
Byakuya, I don't want to help you, but
you've all been
I
living
have
will
to.
come to an end.
So,
I can keep on living as long as
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I won't be able to change Kyoko's mind, though.
Despair are waiting.
Let's just slow it down, just in case.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you?
If you're new here, this is my OTP in this game is Byakuya and Makoto.
Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Understand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you. I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the mastermind.
Yeah, he looked pretty despaired a second ago.
Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive.
Truing.
So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up.
The music!
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
Yo!
The air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
If I die,
Yo! This is gonna be so hyped.
in other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
I can keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
I already said I would claim the mastermind's life, by whatever means necessary.
Kyoko's the only one left.
What are you gonna do?
Can I change her mind?
Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Kyoko!
Don't lose hope now.
Babe!
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything Does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely.
Why?
You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
Oh, that makes me like a little emotional. That's so sweet.
What the?
Haha!
What the hell are you?
The ultimate hope. The ultimate hope being a man?
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip.
Sure, babe.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
I'm not any kind of elite anything. Hope isn't a talent you develop, but... I thought you said the ultimate hoe. Sparkly, look what you did. Now everyone thinks I'm a hoe. But I still... Oh, okay, everybody, don't talk to me.
You suck! What do you want? So uncool! You dare to stand against us? Hope is a joke. Who are you? You're gross. Suffer from despair. I just love despair. You suck. What do you want? So uncool. You're unbearable.
I almost flopped.
Hope is a joke. Who are you? Would you like to die? You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless. Suffer from despair. I just love despair. Everything is pointless. No, no.
Build! Monokuma is just a little creech. I need more hope. Well, punishment time! Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
I refuse to give up yet.
It's so hard! I can't see anything! Oh my god. This is just like the first time I did it.
If you hit space, you have an ultimate too. You know that, right?
I forgot about that.
Okay.
What is it?
Timing doesn't matter or something, I think.
Oh. Press the space key to activate fever time, which will consume the focus gauge. During fever time, you will not be required to reload, and the tempo will be forced to its maximum. That doesn't...
You can't do it during their ultimate. I don't think you've used it one time in the entire playthrough.
No.
Hope is a joke. Who are you? You're gross. Suffer from despair. I just love despair. You suck. What do you want? So uncool. You're unbearable. Hope is a joke. Who are you? Would you like to die? You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless. Suffer from despair. I just love despair. Everything is pointless. No, no.
Oh my god, okay.
Despair into tomorrow.
Hope keeps on going.
I wasn't even gonna let her finish.
I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away.
I can't... That was really embarrassing, you guys.
I refuse to despair. Because all I have going
Chat, let me get some refusal to despair. Show me your hope.
What's going on? What's happening?
Let's celebrate together. A, 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 A. The end is gonna be like F. Oh, I got a B. What's the C? Okay, I got a C. I don't know what these were for. I don't really care. What am I gonna use these Monokuma coins for?
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an
You can New Game Plus this? Why?
end to the killing
Oh, just to get all the story?
with our own hands.
Guys, look! Oh my god, mod. Those are awesome. Bye, Junko! Bye for real this time!
The hell?
Indeed.
You've lost, Junko.
I lost?
I lost? Me? No way!
That's just...
You still don't accept it? Even the ultimate despair herself is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair, it would seem. But there's no use trying to fight it now.
Well, that's just... totally the best!
Alright. Huh?
So this is despair.
We came to this school 2 years ago, created an incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for it.
And now
To come this far and fail at the very end.
true despair.
It's the most ultimate despair. What are you talking about?
And now
Don't you see? I was so hopelessly desperate. I was bored of the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this so desperately. This once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's my first and last colossal despair here at the moment of death. To have the chance to taste the highest grade despair. The utter failure of my dreams.
true despair.
I'm so hopelessly happy right now. Wait, is she enjoying this?
Anyway,
So, are you prepared to admit defeat? I'm not drooling on stream, you freak. You think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't change a thing. Outside is only despair, inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you. That's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong. Huh?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Let me tell you this right now. We no longer fear despair. Because we decided to enter the outside world with hope. Yeah, Makoto totally seduced us over to his side. I'm sorry, I love the theme song so much. Everyone, you said that despair is as contagious as any disease. But the same is true of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is. Excuse me, you didn't hear it, but... Kyoko! Stop it! Stop! I hate those faces you're making. To see those awful looks causes me nothing but pain.
There's one last thing.
Fine, let me just say one last thing. If you guys want to get all hung up on the word hope, there's no skin off my nose. But just be warned, from this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide, maybe you'll find some hope, but there is a very fine line dividing that hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope? Of course, because we... Shut up, shut up. That was a rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue. I'm almost done though, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right?
it can't be.
Do you really intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right? Hold on. It's not like I want you to die. You don't have to...
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
What?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. All I want now is to taste that despair of death that you only get once in life, so...
Get in my way!
Aw, she's the poo-hoo-hoo after all.
So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful.
This is a game for perverts, by the way.
Even a tenth of this despair, even 100th, I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for last.
Yeah, shouldn't they, Jazz?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Say it, chat. It's punishment time. This is kind of how I feel right now. No. Madison has been found guilty of being boring. Bye. Wow, our final punishment. Oh, these were all the things on Monokuma's screen. The ultimate punishment. Oh, she has to go through everything. She loves it. Whee! That one was a little weird. That's the one in the intro. Bye. Please give me credits. The emergency override. Oh, she had it the whole time. Is that what it's trying to tell me? And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko and Ashima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak. It was all over. The end. I did it. Oh, I got her little hair ties. Yeah, I'll save. But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off. Just like Junko said, they shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Epilogue? It's gonna be a long-ass YouTube VOD. We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound. I felt almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue right before the final ending. We were stuck there in limbo, unmoving, unsure. But in the end...
Hey.
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point, we need to leave. To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence.
Makoto.
Would you do the honors? Okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. And in the end, she dropped it before us. But is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words...
I will force you out. She said that just before dropping that. It makes sense that it would be our way out of here. But you never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never specifically said she'd let us leave here alive.
It's true.
You may be right about that. Maybe.
Yes.
But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. Yeah, I guess that's true. There's nothing to worry about. If something ever happened to Master, I'd take my scissors and jam him so far up. Hey, where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. We were just about to leave the school. What? Leave? We can go outside? Whatever. This is my last chance. Actually, no, she probably likes that. Never mind.
That's enough.
Please stop. That would be a greater horror than anything I've encountered so far. Oh my god. The hands with that face. I know, I did it and I was like, wait. Anyway, don't worry. I have no doubt we'll be able to leave here without a problem. It's what happens after we get out that I'm worried about. But, you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks maybe when we get out there, we'll see that everything she said about the world was a lie. That on the other side of this door is a world as peaceful as we remember. A lie. Peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live. Yeah, I guess so. And how do I put this? Unlike this school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. But there also has to be lots of hope, right?
In other words,
the act of searching for hope to try and find it. That by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward no matter what trouble you may fall into.
Am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Makoto? Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned there were still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. Are you trying to get rid of all the hope, Byakuya? To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty. Okay, you know who really does deserve it, actually. This one. Oh, my hand. Alright, whatever, babe.
You got it.
Well, my first stop is gonna be the closest donut shop. Let's go! And what are you gonna do if there are no more donut shops? Or donuts?
Okay.
I'll just get some flour and make some myself. And if there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Hina, my favorite character. I get it now. If there's no road, you just gotta build one. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world. That's my hope. I've reached the next stage. The next chapter of Yasuhiro's life story is about to begin. Thanks, Hina. You've totally opened my eyes. Hey, personal space, buddy. You're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto.
Even if everyone in the outside world is gone, even if the world is steeped in despair, as long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. If we can get out there and do something, have some sort of impact. But what can we do? There's so few of us and we're so small. So what can we do? No, we can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
Oh.
And goodbye to Sakura.
I need donuts in the chat expeditiously for Hina, please.
But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
I clicked on your tab and didn't realize it was like, who? Hi, Mickey. What is that? I don't know. I'm gonna play Danganronpa 2 Sparkly, so maybe. Thank you for the donuts for Hina, please. Please more, please more.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
Oh my god. I'm so mad that he lived.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me, and the others, I guess.
Can you imagine this school?
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still, it does feel kind of strange.
I didn't think there were gonna be this many survivors.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
We graduated. Looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up, I have to push even harder. Push the button harder, Makoto. Jesus. I'm gonna keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. The door began to open. With my hands. With our hands. Hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future. Oh, it's probably not going to show. It's probably not going to show us the outside world, is it? That looks scary. We won! Oh, here's all the Japanese voice actors. We did it! Okay, song. Wow, we did it! I can't believe it's over. My favorite character? How do I feel? That was crazy. I gotta take a shower and go to bed. Yeah, rinse off all the despair, Claire. Thanks for hanging out. I gotta go to bed soon, too. I love that Makoto's female voice actor is singing it. Makoto has a female voice actor in the Japanese version of the game. I'm gonna soak in some hope. I didn't need to know all that. YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel because you will get more VODs over here. And make sure you come visit me on Twitch for the Danganronpa 2 playthrough. I hope you enjoyed the grand finale. And say goodbye to my chat. Say bye, chat. They're not saying bye to you. I think they hate you. There is one. Bye, YouTube. Did that just answer the question I asked?
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. And I am this school's headmaster.
Did he just lay an egg?